Hello there, I'm here on this sweltering summer's day and I've decided to do a little review of a Lego product I purchased recently. I love a good Lego project. I don't get to do them that often because Lego is quite expensive and I'm quite poor. But I managed to get my hands on this one, and when I bought it, I was just kind of buying it for myself. I wasn't doing it for a video, really. But I enjoyed it so much, and I think the end result is so cool that I just want to share it and kind of give my thoughts on it. I got myself the Lego Ford Mustang, part of the Lego Creator Series. It's recommended for ages 16 up, though I'm sure there are plenty of younger kids who would be able to do it. I think kids are really smart when it comes to that thing if they've been doing Lego a while. You know, I remember when I was a kid doing pretty advanced Lego projects, and you just, when you're into it, you love it, don't you? And you have that mind for it. It's got 1,471 pieces, and this goes for about £120 in the UK. I think it's like £119.99. So yeah, it's not the most expensive Lego car you can buy. I think the Lego Lamborghini goes for like, I think it's coming up to like £300. Certainly the high 200s. So yeah, for 120, I actually really feel like this is excellent value because as you're about to see, there's a lot of detail to the car. The car is big. It holds up to close inspection. I kind of want to see one of these like £300 cars in comparison. But there's no way I can afford to buy one of those. So yeah, it'll be a while before we do that. But yeah, I just thought I'd do a little review because I really liked it. So this is the box. You can see here on the top there is an inventory of all the pieces you get, a life-size image of the wheel. On the side, you've got some pictures. I do like that cover. It kind of looks like, I don't know, it kind of reminds me of a video game or something like GTA or something like that. And then on the back, you can see some closer details. So as you can see on the back, the car looks different to the car that is on the front. On the back, you can see the car has this very large engine sticking out of the hood, as I believe the Americans would say. In the UK, we call it the bonnet. I think hood is cooler, let's be honest. You're probably going to realise over the course of this video, I don't know a great deal about cars. I do drive and stuff, but yeah, I'm not what you'd call a petrol head. I quite like driving, but I don't know a great deal about cars. So I'm really sorry if you do know about cars and you're just having to listen to me call everything by its wrong name. So you've got the an added spoiler on the back there. This is the cool thing about this car is you get the kind of basic, in inverted commas, not that it's basic, but the standard Ford Mustang, and then you get extra pieces you can use to kind of pimp it out to your taste. So you can see you have the larger engine that sticks through the bonnet. You've got a spoiler you can add at the back. There's suspension in it, so you can adjust the height of the car. You've got exhaust pipes on the side, and you've got a larger front bumper you can stick on the front. As you can see from this picture here, you can take the roof off and open the doors. And in the back, there is the bonnet with some nitros. Is that nitrous? Yeah, I'm really sorry if I'm getting this wrong. You can see if you have the standard engine, there's you can see the engine there. Is that what's called a Hemi? Am I correct in that? Oh god, I'm probably making some car people so annoyed. And there you can see the extra pieces that you can add on. So, enough of the box. Let's take a look at the car. And here you can see, sorry if the camera's a bit wonky, here you can see the finished product. As you can see, I love a muscle car, I really do. I know they're kind of, some people regard them as being a bit kind of boyish and a bit immature, but I like that. I don't know why. I don't generally like kind of stuff like that, but I do enjoy a Mustang. And as you can see, based on my hands and stuff, you can kind of get a sense of the size. It's really quite bulky, like it's got some weight to it, but at the same time it feels very firm. Nothing feels like it's going to break off. I mean, if you've got a kid and they love cars and stuff, you could get them this as a gift to play with. It does feel solid enough to do that. Obviously, this is designed more as a display piece than it is as a play piece, but it still feels solid. You know, this doesn't feel like it's going to easily fall apart. Obviously, if you drop it or something, it will, but that goes with most Lego items. So if I put this back, I'll just give you a size comparison. This is a Lego play car, which, as you can see with a figure there, so that's a play car that is to scale with a Lego figure. And as you can see, the Mustang is much bigger. It's more than twice the size, I reckon. Yeah, just over twice the size. So as you can see, a Lego figure is far too small to properly sit and drive the Ford Mustang, but that's not the point. The Mustang is meant to be a display piece. It's meant to be big so you can have all the detail. If this little guy would just stand up, and there you can see it in comparison to a regular kind of kids play car. I still like the small play cars. I still think they have a good level of detail, and obviously they're designed to be able to be played with and stuff, and they're cheap and cheerful. But yeah, as you can see, the Mustang is a lot bigger and a lot more impressive, in my opinion. So let's take a closer look at this thing. Now, as you can see, I haven't pimped my Mustang out too much. I have added the side exhaust because, oh my god, that's just so cool. But yeah, I kind of, I don't know, I find an engine coming out the hood and a big fat bumper and a spoiler. That's going a bit too far for me. I prefer a more kind of stripped down look. But, you know, there's no denying that is still pretty cool, having the engine out the top. So, first of all, the doors open really nicely. I'll give you a closer look at the joint there. You can see it's a bit difficult to hold this thing with one hand because it's quite heavy, but you could just see the mechanism there for opening and closing. It's really solid, really smooth, and you close the door and it just clicks into place, and then you can open it again. It's really solid. That's not coming off. You've got this really nice detail. The mirrors on the side there, the side mirrors, they turn so you can have them how you like. And inside you can see the interior. You've got these the steering wheel, the gear stick. I don't know if the gear stick actually does anything. Let me check. No, it can move. You can move it back and forward. You can't see with my fat hand in the way. But you can move it back and forward to adjust it. But no, it doesn't do anything. But when you turn the steering wheel, it does turn the wheels, which is really cool. That's the Technic part at play there in the car. So that's pretty nice. I do like that. There you can kind of see the seats, and there are some back seats as well in there. You can see through the window. And then if we bring this thing forward, you can see the front there. Oh, my thing's a bit crooked. You can see the headlights. You can see the license plate. That is a sticker, not a printed piece. I do much prefer printed pieces over stickers because over time, you know, stickers lose their stickery stuff and they start to peel and they fade. And yeah, when you're paying a bit more for Lego, I really do expect printed pieces over stickers. There aren't too many sticks on this. You'll be surprised to know that Ford logo is not a sticker. That is a printed piece, which is pretty cool. But, you know, the stickers are fine. I just prefer a printed piece. But there aren't too many, and you do get a few different license plates to stickers to use with extra pieces to put them on, so you don't have to choose. You can switch them out as you like. This is the standard one, the one I preferred. And then if we pop the hood here, that comes straight up. It goes right back like that, and you can see the inside of the engine there, the caution fan sticker. You've got these bits here, the cables, and then pistons here. They don't really move or anything. And then you've got the engine. When you can take that bit out and put in the bigger engine, and it goes through the roof. This bit here moves away and it will stick out the top. So yeah, that's the hood, the bonnet, and you've got this nice kind of grill fan bit here. Lovely. How many things have I got wrong so far? All you people who are into cars who know about this sort of thing, tell me. Sorry, I just a little bit came off there. Never mind that. It's just a scratch. That'll buff right out. No problem. So the top of this, it does come off fairly easily, but I don't really think it's meant to. If you want to, you can take this bit off. I don't think that's really meant to be something you really do, but if you do want an open top, you can do that. You can just take those pieces out. I won't do it now because I've got one hand and it'll be a faff to get them back on for the rest of the video, but you can take those off if you want it. Most Mustangs, though, aren't really open tops, really, at least not these sort of classic ones. So, yeah, I think most people would want to keep that on. On the back here, you've got the number plate again. You've got the GT logo. You can see the exhaust pipes. And I'll show you the underside of the car in case you're interested. Sorry, I'm just having to be very careful because I don't want to drop this. There you go. So there at the back, you can see this thing here. This turns and adjusts the suspension, lifts the wheels up and down, so you can adjust the height of your Mustang. There you can see the gear that controls the wheels. Very nice. Aside from that, not really too much to look into, but you can see a bit of the technical parts in there. And then going back to the back of the car, you can open up the boot, and in there you've got your what is that called? Nitrous, the thing that makes cars go really fast. So yeah, the boot goes up and down. Got a bit of storage space in there. That's nice. And then I will show you the suspension. So if you just turn the button, can you see it? It's rising up, getting bigger, and then it starts to go back down again. So you could adjust the suspension however you want. So yeah, there we go. I just think this is, I mean, I really like Mustangs in general. I will almost certainly never be able to afford one. But when I saw this Lego model, especially at such a good price, I think £120, you're getting a really good set here. It's big, it looks great on display, it's well made, it doesn't feel like any of it's cheap. So yeah, I think £120 is really good value when you consider how expensive some of the other cars, Lego cars you could get are. Yeah, as I say, the Lamborghini I think is pushing like £300, which I think is way out of most people's budget for a Lego item. Lego, unfortunately, is quite expensive in general, but yeah, I really feel like this is definitely worth that kind of money. Yeah, I just love the attention to detail. It looks like a great display piece. It's the kind of thing you could have sat on your desk in your office or in your bedroom or something. It just looks really cool, and if you've got kids, they'll love building it with you. The build, it wasn't too difficult for the most part. I made a couple of mistakes along the way, but they were fairly easy to rectify. And to be honest, I think they were mainly due to me just having not built some Lego in quite some time. I just kind of was out of the process of it all. But it's fairly simple, really. Younger builders may want an adult with them just to help them, because it is a bit technical, the technic parts. If you miss a bit and go forward, you might have problems then later on and have to go back, and it's just kind of frustrating. But overall, it's definitely not very difficult. I think, most people familiar with Lego could do that. The only thing I could criticize this model for, right, is here you can see on the side, you've got these decals here. Now they are printed on, they're not stickers, so they are printed onto the Lego pieces. You don't put them on yourself. And as you can see, some of them do not line up terribly well. They're not terribly well centered. Most of them are alright. Like this side, you can see they look pretty straight, but then towards the back there, you can see one has come off a bit crooked. And it just, where it's meant to be straight as an arrow, you kind of notice it. But, I mean, what can you really do about that? I guess Lego just needs to improve their printing game, basically. I mean, generally speaking, printing on Lego stuff is pretty good. But the problem is when you've got it all meant to be in a straight line on a piece like this, you do notice it when it's even a little bit out. So let's have a look on the other side and see how that looks. Yeah, see that side across there is good, but then there it's out of sync, and then towards the GT logo, it's out of sync. Yeah, I mean, what can you really do about it? It's Lego that needs to solve that. There's nothing you can really do as a builder to improve that, and it doesn't look awful, compared to in the face of everything this thing gets right. That's a minor quibble for me, but I know it is annoying, isn't it? If this thing did cost £300, then I would definitely expect more. But given that this, I feel, is a really good price, I can't complain too much about something like that. Here are the wheels. They're really, really beefy. They feel strong and good. You've got the suspension. They turn easily. Yeah, I just think this is a really cool model. If you're into cars, if you're into Lego, if you're into Mustangs, then I think this is definitely one to check out. If you see this thing on sale, I bought it full price, but if you see it on sale, then I would just say go for it if you're at all interested. yeah, I mean, in my opinion, it's just a great piece. As I say, I'm not even that big a car guy. I don't have much interest in buying like any of the other cars Lego has done. I kind of like cars for their pop culture kind of significance. Like I quite like the James Bond Aston Martin they've done, but even if I had the money, I probably wouldn't buy the Lamborghini just because I don't really care that much about cars or Lamborghinis. I just like muscle cars, and I saw this and I was like, wow, that does look cool. It looks beefy. I kind of want that, to be honest. So yeah, I feel like if a guy like me who's only kind of mildly interested in cars can really appreciate this and enjoy it, then I think if you're a big petrol head, you're gonna really like this. I just want to point out, I was saying earlier about the sides being out of sync with the printing. The top is pretty good. You can see it's a little bit off there, but the rest of it is really straight. So from a downward viewpoint, it looks fine to me. And before I go, I will just put on the optional extras on so you can get a look at it like that. One moment. So here we go. It literally took me about 30 seconds to take off the old parts and put the new ones in. With the front engine here, you can see it's a bit much. Like if I had a real Mustang, I wouldn't want the engine sticking out the top, but it is undeniably cool. I mean, it does make it look powerful, doesn't it? You probably wouldn't need it for your commute or something, but yeah, it does look cool. You can see the engine up close there. Side view. All you do is just take the panel that's on the bonnet, the hood off. You can still lift that up and down with it in. You take out the smaller blue engine, click that where it was, and it's good to go. Then you can see I've attached the underside bumper on there, so it looks a bit beefier on the front, which again I prefer it without personally, just aesthetically, but that's just a personal thing. But some people will definitely like that. I've still got the exhausts on the side because I just like them. I think they're cool. And then you've got the spoiler on the back here, which does go up and down, and it just clips on to the trunk, as Americans would call it, or the boot, as we Brits call it. And that just goes down there. And again, usually when you have the kind of extra bits on, you want to have the suspension right up so it looks, maximum layeriness going on there. But yeah, that's what it looks like with the extras, and it's really easy. These are the two bits that you take off, the bit of the hood and the old engine. So it's really easy to convert it how you like. It only takes a second. It's not like you have to completely reassemble it or anything. So yeah, what I like about this model is there is a bit of personalization to it, Two people could have the same one and it looks slightly different. I'm really a big fan of the blue colour. I'm really glad that they went with that colour personally. And yeah, I just wanted to share this model because I think it's really cool and definitely worth picking up if you're thinking about it. If you could get it at a deal as well, then just go for it. I think it's worth full price, but if you can get a deal, then that's amazing. And yeah, Lego, please make more Mustangs, more muscle cars, please. Maybe we could get like a Dodge Charger or something out of there. They have done quite a few cars lately. Like I say, we've had the Aston Martin, the Lamborghini. There's also the Fast and Furious. I think, is that not a Dodge Charger, I think? Maybe I'll have to get that. I've never actually seen a Fast and Furious film. But it looks cool on the website. So yeah, I just want to share that. I think this is a great Lego product. I really like it. I'm going to buy a display case for it because I don't want it to get all dusty and horrible, because that is the problem with Lego. They are hard to dust off with all the little nooks and crannies. But yeah, I just want to share that. I hope you're having a great weekend. Let me know what you think of it. Have you bought any Lego products recently? What did you think of it? Please let me know. I'm always on the lookout for Lego I can't afford. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.